Hey guys, welcome back. In the last video, I asked if you wanted me to show you the process of making the Poseable eye hands. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through that process, so stay tuned. As you can see in the background there, I've made an armature out of a thin gauge steel wire. And you can find this wire at any sort of jewellery store or online jewellery store, and it's fairly inexpensive. So I've taught myself how to make armatures, and I'd really want to encourage you to sort of play around and try and come up with your own sort of way, to make an armature, and that way your piece will be unique to you and how it moves will be unique to your artwork. And what I'm doing here is I'm making some nails for the eye's hand, and I'm using a transparent Sculpey to do that. And with any Sculpey or Fimo polymer clay, it does have to be baked in the oven, so I put mine in for roughly 15 minutes just to make sure it was definitely cooked. So as you're probably aware, these hands were meant for an eye doll, which was commissioned from the Calgary Zoo in Canada. And I'm happy to say that they've arrived safely and they're already on display. So if you live in Canada and you're anywhere near that zoo, definitely pop in and see if you can sneak a peek. If you do pop in, be sure to take some photos because I would love to see them. Okay, so this first hand is done. Onto the next hand, which has a distinctive finger specific to the eye, and that was really important to capture, so I wanted to get it just right. As you can tell, this hand is quite a bit bigger than the other ones. This is the front hand, and the other one were the back feet. And here are the nails all done, ready to be popped in the oven. Now onto the hands itself. It was important to have these hands poseable, and I found some moldable rubber called Seguru, and it comes from the UK, but it's quite expensive, so I can't see myself using this very often with any of my dolls. Don't get me wrong, it's a great product, but for the price, you just don't really get enough to do any sort of hand or feet with it. So it's just not worth it in my opinion. And the search continues for something I can use to make moldable hands and feet. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a little worm so I can mold it around the wire structure. And given the nature of this material, it's really interesting to use because it's not like any other clay that I've used before. It's very sticky, and you have to wipe your hands with a cloth to get any residue off your hands. So this type of rubber is actually air dry, and I find that you have about an hour before it starts to set, so you do have to work a little bit quickly. What I did like though is how easily it molded together. It molded pretty well and left sort of minimal seam lines, so if you make little things that need to be poseable, I probably would recommend this product, but if you're doing something quite large, then cost effective, it's not really that great. So I'm just going to let this sculpting run through. So I mean, you can fast forward it to the end if you like, but I know a lot of people like to watch in real time how things are sculpted, so I'll come back at the end of the video. Alright, coming up to the end of finishing this hand, so I hope you enjoyed watching the full process of sculpting it. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out, and they are poseable for the most part, but I found that if you pull the actual fingers apart that it will break, so keep that in mind if you ever use this product. So here they are on the doll, and the people in Calgary Zoo absolutely loved the way that they could pose. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any requests or want me to make anything, do leave it in the comments down below and I'll try and get to that. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!